We are the Category 6 drum majors from the Marching Storm of Prairie View A&M University, and
you are now in the ranks with me beyond the 50.
My name is Aaron Burt. My craft year is 2017. My instrument is tenor drum, percussion, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
Jalen Henry. I crabbed in 17 as well. Came off of the euphonium, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
My name is Evan Bailey. I crabbed in 18. Came off the euphonium, and I'm from Houston.
All right. My name is Jesus Mata. I crabbed in 15 off of the trombone. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
What's good? My name is Derek Harris. I came from drumline. I played the sixes. I crabbed in 2019, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Aaron Best. My bad. Aaron Best. I crabbed in 2014 on euphonium. And I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. And what was that? That was it. All right, yeah.
Let's do an icebreaker then. Shit, like I said, we gonna keep this thing light, man. Name a let's start with Aaron. Name something crazy but true about you.
Say again.
Something crazy,
but true.
Something crazy.
Like the bass.
Say that shit louder. Shit, I can't. What made you choose Prairie View? Anybody can jump out there.
Well, what made me choose Prairie View was I grew up in a family that went to Prairie View. I grew up watching Prairie View since around like 2005-ish.
Mm-hmm.
My brother came to Prairie View, played football, so I always grew up watching the band. I always loved the culture and just being able to come here and just be around in the HBCU and being myself and being my own skin color and being able to be comfortable around everybody around me. So that was always a plus, and that was always a reason why I wanted to come to PV.
Where anybody else?
I first saw PV in high school freshman year, and I didn't really have no plans to go nowhere else because I didn't think I was gonna go to college. But my band director, she was like, "Nah, you going to PV." So she pushed me towards there. She didn't march at PV, but she pushed me towards Prairie View. Yeah. So it was like my only choice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, is Prairie View in Houston?
Nah, it's outside of Houston.
It's like outside.
Okay. Yeah. Word. So everybody here obviously are drum majors, man. What goes into the audition process of becoming a Category 6 drum major?
Well, when becoming a drum major, it's a lot that goes into the process. You got trainings weekly. You got things that you do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day after practice, you probably got to go to a different session with a different person that has came before you, or people that are trusted by the band directors that he put in place to help us learn different things. Besides just the drum major stuff, we also go through a leadership training that the whole band, everybody in the band has a leadership training that they go through together. So we also have to be a part of that. With that, we have tryouts where we got to do our stationary commands, our vocal command, whistle commands,
mm-hmm.
and routines that made up like freestyle routines that we make up and a routine combined together that everybody else does with you.
Yeah.
So between all of that and just throughout the whole year, if you know you're gonna try for drum major, then you know the whole year you on trial. Even if they don't know you trying out for drum major, they watching you at the end of the day.
Word. How important is it for you to stay cold on your horn, though, man? Because, I know you got to stick, but, do y'all still play throughout the fall, too, kind of keep your chops up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to stay on the horn, man, because sometimes you really want to play with the band.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest. You just really want to hop back on the horn.
And especially with me and Jesus being music majors, like, we can't afford to, like, slack off on playing on the horn anyways, because we got recitals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Word. So you a performance major too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to get more into that later on, man. So, I was a drum major at Morgan State back in the day, man. Solo. We only had one, man. So it's like one of the loneliest positions in the band, man. But it's 6 of y'all. Y'all seem to be tight, man. Y'all How many of y'all first year drum majors? I know Jesus is.
Just me and Jesus. It's two of us.
Word. So who's the most senior? Who's been drum major longest?
That's
The other four.
Okay. Y'all been out about the same amount of time. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's some of the things about being a drum major that y'all? Some of the positives, man. Like some of the things that I mean, besides getting all the girls, obviously, but besides that, man.
I'd say one of the positives, you get to talk to every single person in the band. You get to meet every single person, deal with different personalities and different things, and it's just a really connection thing. Just us being in our position, we can connect with any and everybody from any and whatever section. It doesn't matter what section you're in. We can go over and talk to you, have a great conversation, learn some things about you, and bring that back to our real lives and just input it outside of band.
Yeah. Man, so that's a good point you brought up, bro. So how do you think the position of drum major is going to help translate into the real world?
Well, in the real world, you got to deal with different personalities on a day-to-day basis. No matter where you are, no matter where you work, you go into a store, you talk to a cashier one time, you go to the store again, you talk to another cashier, that personality not going to be the same. It's just, it teaches you how to deal with different things and look at life in different aspects and not just in your own aspect. You got everyone around you. That's another thing great about having six. Like with six, you got 6 different people with 6 different mindsets and 6 different ways of going about things, and everybody's learning from the same 6 people or however many people are in the band.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. So, we coming off of this crazy time in our life right now, man. We was off for a year and a half, pretty much, almost 2 years, basically, man.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
What's the energy like, man? Like going back into this, finally getting back into the season, man. What was the mentality like, the energy like for the rest of the band? Just talk a little bit about that, coming back from coronavirus, the whole break.
It's crazy. It was crazy at first. Like, honestly, like the very first day of band practice, we was all lit to be there. And like you could tell people was ready to get back to band and stuff. Like it's getting to mid-season. You know how it gets mid-season, like people start focusing on classwork and stuff like that. So things start slowing down. But normally that's how it goes. This year it's not really like that. Like the energy's been pumping like from start to finish, and it's gonna keep going.
Now, I mean, the energy was there, the mentality, but was everybody physically still good? Was nobody falling out from being?
No.
I ain't doing that.
No. They not ready for this.
Now you got your handful of people who stay working out, and then you got your other handful who kind of just
got chunky.
Netflix and chilled the whole time.
Man, we all gained about 30 pounds, bro. I know I did, man. So I can't even talk about it, man. So PV obviously is in the SWAC. SWAC is what's the saying? Rough. It's rough in the SWAC, man. So what's some of your most favorite memories so far? Let's say, because it's been a short season so far. Just since y'all been in the band, man, name some of your most favorite memories, whether it be battles, whether it be just performances. I want to hear from some people in the back too, man.
Man, one of my favorite memories coming off my crab year was Honda. That's something that was a new experience for me to be able to go and battle other bands and be able to see the different band from the SWAC, the MEAC, and see how they perform, see how they march and everything like that.
Word.
It was a whole new experience. I love that overall.
Yeah. Who else?
You want to say something?
Mine was definitely New York. Freshman year I came in. I think freshman year by far, 17 was the busiest year.
Yeah.
Just because we just came from New York. For instance, we came from New York. Labor Day class got pushed back. We had a game after we just got off a flight. So just being able to go to New York, though, for Thanksgiving and not be with your family, but be with the band, it was different. That was a different vibe. It just allowed us to bond and, show us how deep our connection really was with our band members and stuff like that.
Word.
So, yeah, that was my year.
I was just going to say a battle. We had my crab beer with Alcorn. We was out there for a minute.
In the rain.
What year was that, Jesus?
One of my favorites. That was in 15.
Y'all went to Alcorn that year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch that again, man. Yeah. It was in the rain too. So I mean, speaking of different, different travels and different matchups and stuff like that, man. What do you think sets Prairie View apart from the other bands in the SWAC? Like, just name some characteristics and things that set y'all apart. Huh?
We get high class everything.
And we perfectionists. Like we perfect everything.
We get high class everything.
Most importantly, we are family first. Meaning our compassion and camaraderie for each section or section leaders or just even with the directors is unmatched. Like we make sure we good before we come and take care of business, so that way business feel like it's second nature. There's no reason why anybody should be down when you got family like this to pay your back and uplift you.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. I wasn't expecting that answer, man, but that's an excellent answer right there, bro. So, you know, we talk about different bands and different rivalries and things like that. Do you think y'all have any specific rivalries, or everybody pretty much just catches smoke no matter who across the field?
Jackson.
You got your
School rivalry.
your school rivalries,
What
like
is
your class.
Grambling. Yeah,
No,
Grambling.
you got the Grambling, you got the TSU. That's the school rivalry between the football team and the school. With the band, we would say most definitely Jackson and
Probably TSU too.
probably
Yeah,
TSU.
TSU.
Just to get on TSU, just because TSU is TSU and that's some Houston stuff, and we really run Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was going to get on that because
It's only one band in Texas.
There's only one band in Texas. It's not TSU.
I was going to ask you that, man. So, you know, you got Mr. Brian Simmons over there now, and everybody's saying that the program's going to start. You know, I don't want to talk. This is not an Ocean to Soul interview. This is a Prairie View interview, but I just want to touch on it. So, talk a little bit about that rivalry. Talk a little bit about that matchup from a few weeks ago with Texas Southern, man. Did they impress y'all at all? What did you expect? Did you get what you expected from that band that day?
To be honest, they did. I want to say the sound that we were used to definitely did change now. So I think they gotten better. I'll say yeah. Are they where I thought they would be? No. But it's potential, and it's definitely, you know, their first year, so there's more years to come. And, you know, greatness is bound to happen, but they on the right track. They just need a little bit more. The arrangement's there, but the band not there.
What do you think about HBCU band culture in general, man, in the state of Texas? Is it represented enough? You think you have enough support in the state?
Well, in the state of Texas,
Yeah.
man, PV all you need. Everybody come over here to PV.
But for real, aside from Prairie View though, like other than Texas Southern, it is a couple of schools in Texas that have good HBCU style bands, even if they're not like technically an HBCU school. Like was it TC Texas
College?
And then it's another one too. It's a couple of schools that have some good HBCU culture in it.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Jesus, man, we talked a little bit about this on the phone, man, when we setting this up, bro. And you know, I was on you guys' Instagram page also, and I think they touched on it, man. But you are the very first Hispanic-American drum major. I want to say has it in history or just at Prairie View? It might be in history, bro. But how does it feel, man? You know, at the HBCU culture, you know, it's been pretty straightforward as far as, you know, the faces that we see, and especially in that uniform, man. So how does it feel, kind of setting a trail, you know, being a trailblazer almost, man?
It's honestly at first it's kind of something you gotta get used to, but I'm glad it was me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm proud of myself for this. Like we talked about it. I didn't have this in my path here. I didn't think about this, but I think it's a great thing. I think it's a step in the right direction, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it too over there with at Jackson. You see it over there. You see it over there with Alabama. So
yeah,
I think we're moving in the right direction, honestly.
How important do you think diversity is, like in the HBCUs in general, man? You know, I think we've been kind of pigeonholed since our founding, man, to be just one thing, man. But it's like, what do you think about diversity when it comes to HBCUs and different races and stuff like that?
Honestly, I think it's good to include everybody. I don't think it matters really where you come from. If you can play your horn, I want you.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah, and we talked about, man. Right. So Texas being so close to the border right there, man, because you are Mexican-American, right? Yeah, and we talked about that on the phone, man. And, you know, I was looking at some clips. I think it was from Skyline High School. And I want to say about good 70-80% of the band was Hispanic, and they blowing, bro. I mean, they doing it. They doing it at Skyline. So, do you think that bands are, Mexico has a very rich tradition in music, man, especially like just instrumentation, man. Do you think that us as HBCUs and different show style bands are taking advantage of that talent that's there?
I hope so. I think we are, honestly. You see it. I think everybody really, we're starting to see a lot more different cultures come in to HBCUs in general, but definitely in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of show style bands in Dallas now, I think, are Hispanic.
Yeah.
Majority. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So that's dope, man. Let's talk a little bit about Greek life, specifically music Greeks, man. I know I got a bro who's symphonian, man. Is that anybody else music Greeks?
Nah, just
okay.
It's just him, bro.
Word. I wasn't expecting that, man. So y'all do have an active chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi there?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this might be unique right here. I haven't seen this might be the first line without a brother, man. So what do you think about the relationship between the leaders, because Kappa Kappa Psi is meant to help pretty much foster anything the band needs, whatever the band, is pushing to achieve, man. Kappa Kappa Psi is there to support that, man. So as the drum major, you're also you're an advocate for the band as well. How do you think that relationship blends between drum major and the brothers of Kappa Kappa Psi?
I personally feel like it's okay. I feel like it's pretty good. Like here in this band, normally, historically, the D side chapter of KK Psi is very strong. Like it's a very strong chapter, or a very strong Greek organization on this campus, and it always has been. So yeah, we work really close with them. Like you say, assisting the band, taking care of the band. We all have the same goals in mind, so we try to make sure whenever they got to do some work, we try to make sure like they need some help, we there to help them, or we are, whatever we can do to assist.
Yeah. Got you, man. So you were obviously there to get an education and everything, man. How do you manage to balance school and band life? Time management, but
you gotta do it.
It's hard. Nike check.
You just gotta do it. You gotta do it. You want to succeed, you gotta go out there and do it.
Yeah.
You gotta schedule your time. You gotta set your priorities. And you gotta know what you gotta do. If you don't go to band practice or something, or you better be doing some homework or something, and it better be excusable because that scholarship money, not you can't take that for granted either.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, Doc really flexible about it. If you got homework and you got something to do for class, he always gonna put class first. Word. So he always gonna let you just go ahead and handle that schoolwork. When you come in here, you need to grind.
Yeah.
We students first. That's what we tell them. We students first.
Yeah.
Student musicians.
So we in a day and age where it's like microwave social media society, man. You post a band clip, you perform today, it's gonna be on the internet 5 minutes from now, man. So it's out there. So with the uploads comes a lot of commentary, some good, a lot of bad, man. What do do the comments ever affect you? Like, do you ever go through and read comments, or do you kind of just stay out of that?
I mean, honestly, I can say it just depends on the comment. A lot of times we don't read the press, but when you got that one person, that's trying to put a spark up under you, I think it motivates us just to only not shut them up, but just achieve the bar that we already set for ourselves and just go harder than what we already been.
Yeah.
I don't really read them like that.
I read them, but I feel like if you ain't come from where we came from or did what we have done, like you was never a PVAMU drum major, or you was never a part of this, and you don't know what it takes to get like this, and you don't know how to fix what we got going on, then your comments don't matter to me because you're not gonna benefit what we doing.
Absolutely.
If you're not an alumni drum major telling me, hey, your leg need to be this, like this, or your mates need to stick up like this, or you need to move a certain way, or that was trash, we need to fix it like this, then those comments don't matter because at the end of the day, haters gonna hate, commenters gonna comment, bystanders gonna always be a bystander.
Also, we really our own biggest critiques. It's 6 of us, so any one person could look at the other 5 and be like, "Yeah, we need to fix this," or "Yeah, we need to change this."
On top of that, we have a great band that loves us. So when they don't think we look right, they're gonna let us know. That's one thing we love about them is they're gonna keep it real with us.
That's dope.
If it don't look good in front of them, we're not gonna take it in front of the world. And that's just that.
That's dope. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. All right, I'm gonna change it up a little bit right here, man. So what I want to do real quick, just kind of in a circle, man. Just state your major. Like, what's your major? What are you studying right now?
I'm a criminal justice major.
I'm a construction science major.
I'm a kinesiology major.
I'm an architecture major.
Music performance.
And music performance.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So, kind of keeping it on social media a little bit, man. If you see, like we mentioned, the cat over at Alabama State, Justin, I forget his last name, but he has a certain level of visibility right now. You have some of the dancers that were captains that bring in all this attention, man. Y'all are in a position, I guess, in this day and age where you are a brand, essentially, man. You're a brand. So it's like, with this time in your life where you're in front of the camera not 24/7, but a lot, man. Every Saturday you out national audience, man, maybe worldwide audience, man. What do you think, kind of keeping it geared to your major, man? Like, how can you use that publicity or that brand to help elevate what you're trying to do in the real world, man? 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying? Do you think you're using that to your benefit as well as you could?
We can. It's definitely possible. Especially like for us music majors and in the band world, like if we're trying to teach or something, it's just building connections. This is a great way to build connections at least in our world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can definitely use it way more to our advantage.
Yeah.
Social media is pretty much, once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah.
If you want something to be seen or heard, put it out there.
But I mean, on top of that, man, I mean, you're leaders, bro. I mean, in the real world, people going to want to hire you as managers. They're going to want to hire you as supervisors, as CEOs, CIOs, whatever it is that they need. You already showing that you exemplify the traits to lead. How big is the band right now?
I'd say like 3.
I mean, most adults will never have 300 people under them, bro. Like, you're already doing something that most adults never will do. So it's like, you got to look at it from that aspect, man. You got 300 people under you, bro. Like, and they looking up to you to lead them in the direction that they need to go, man. So I guess the point that I'm making is that, it's bigger than just being a drum major. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all have a look at like a 5-year goal? Like, where you want to be in your profession in 5 years? You look that far ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm only bringing that up, man, because nobody really told me that. Like, I was just loving being a drum major, and it was over with. And then it was like, damn, now what? You know what I'm saying? So, it's like you leave school now, you just move on with life, but this is a big time in y'all life, bro. So, just want to make sure I just kind of put that bug in y'all ear, man. There's some freshmen, there's some, not freshmen, but there's some high school seniors that's watching this. They're going to want to come to Prairie View. Name a few pieces of advice you could give to some incoming Marching Storm members. Just kind of leave it like that. Give me some advice for them.
One thing I'll say will be, you come to PV to be in the band, but when you come, you got to make sure that you get all that school stuff done early. All that school stuff, it take a minute, and sometimes they like to slack. But you got to do what you got to do and handle all the business part. So when you get to the band part, you can have fun and you can do what you want, and you can come in here and work hard and be a part of the family and do great things. So my advice to any incoming senior or any high schooler that's going to come to PV, make sure that you got all the admission stuff and all the other stuff so you don't got to worry about that, and they're not trying to put holes on your account and ask for money. Yeah.
Also, make sure that you coming to join this band, make sure you coming to be a part of the band, like be a band member. Like, don't come in here thinking like you're above anybody. Don't think anybody's above you. We all have common goal in the band hall, and it's to be the best band we can be. So if you're not with that, then I don't think this band program is for you.
We all came from the same place. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Come ready. Come you gotta be like a sponge. Just come ready to learn. Come ready to intake everything. So, yeah, that's my advice. I don't know if y'all got any advice.
I would probably just say don't be afraid to take, the route don't nobody else take. Because this is the real world. This is life. You know what I'm saying? People come to college thinking they got all the answers. 2 semesters or 2 years later, they done change their major. Mm-hmm. So don't be afraid to, explore and find yourself. That's what college is for. Outside of being, find you, who you are.
Yeah.
That's that.
Right. And only thing I can say is just be ready to adapt and trust. Going in and out of COVID, it's a lot of stuff going on that we can't really change and stuff that's out of our control. So, you need to be able to adapt to that. And just be able to trust that we're sending you in the right path. Without us, there's not really a crux to the band, so we're trying to take you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Good answer.
Great answer, man. Everybody, man. It's, who's that over there? Aaron? Aaron, you got something, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, you talking about that Aaron over there?
Yeah, the other Aaron. I got it.
Oh,
Two Aarons.
yeah, I said something.
What did you say?
Oh, you did? Okay, I couldn't see you. All right, cool. Did I leave out anybody?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Man, I appreciate your time, fellas. Like I said, this is the first episode of The Ranks, man. This has been the Category 6 drum majors from the Marching Storm of Prairie View A&M University, and this was The Ranks with Meet Me on the 50. Hey, man, hey, look, hey, drop some social medias. Where can we find any and everything about the Marching Storm, man? Drop some social media links.
PVAMU drum majors.
Marching Storm.
Marching Storm.
Marching Storm on Instagram.
Instagram, follow us at the PVAMU drum majors.
And you can follow me at JaVale69 on Instagram. Yeah.
You got to throw it out there. Hey, look, go ahead and send me all y'all handles. And I want everybody to follow y'all individually too, man. So just somebody text me, everybody Instagram, man. Like I said, this has been The Ranks with Meet Me on the 50. And thanks for watching. We're going to catch y'all next time.
Yeah.